So, you guys, I thought I met somebody, which is the first time in 6.5 years that I saw somebody who was like a potential dating person. And you guys, I used to believe that something was better than nothing, and now I realize nothing is better than something. And it's taken me a long time. I've realized nothing is better than something a really long time ago. So, hi everyone, I'm Michelle Simon. I broke up with fear, shame, and guilt in 2019, and I am still going strong. However, it hasn't broken up with me yet. I've been telling you guys my story and working on everything that I've been working on to finally find out my vocation, which is my job from God, which is what I'm meant to do and get paid for, even though I've had no idea what that has been until now. It's finally starting to come together, and it's almost 7 years later. So I felt like this should come faster, quicker, sooner. And like everything in my life, it feels like everything takes forever. And I remember feeling like that as a teenager, and I still feel like that as an adult, except for time is flying by. And when I look back, it's going really fast, but when you're in it, it feels really, really slow, and it feels like it's never going to end. And I was saying, I thought I met somebody. I did meet somebody, and I was so excited. He possessed every quality I was looking for, except for I found out that he's married to God. He's a priest, a Catholic priest. And I start Googling, are Catholic priests allowed to get married? Or Catholic priests allowed to date? And no, they are not. And it is actually like having an affair with a married man. And I would never do that. And you guys, I used to be married. And when I was married, I used to have emotional affairs. And I don't even know what I didn't know what it was when I was doing it, but it was like I would fall in love with other people when I was married and have crushes, and not just crushes, like fall in love. And I did not physically act on them, but it was going on. And I never realized at the time that that was a major sign that something wasn't right in my marriage. And what is an emotional affair? It's when you start to have feelings for somebody else and you're still married. And I didn't even have those feelings for my ex-husband. And one of the reasons why is when I was growing up, I'm going to go back to when I was growing up. I went to Catholic school, and I had a baby and got pregnant before I was married. And I did not marry my son's father. And I ended up getting married when Angelo, who's now 31, was 5 turning 6. And I dated guys who loved me and not my child, or loved my child and not me. And I thought I picked somebody who loved my child, but I don't want to say he didn't love me. He didn't love me in the way that I needed. It wasn't my love language. So, and I went for people who weren't available. And I realize now I wasn't available either. But it's so easy to point the finger and tell you everything that wasn't right about him, instead of saying I was the same. I was doing the same thing he did. However, I couldn't see that because I was in it. But one of the things was, if I had to pick somebody who loved me or somebody who loved my child, I'd pick somebody who loved my child. And I never knew I could have both, that I didn't have to settle, that I could find somebody who loved me and my child. And he did love me and my child, but just not in the way that was healthy for me or for him. So we ended up getting divorced, and it took me 8 years before I could speak to him. Now we're very good friends. We're each other's emergency contacts, except for I don't think he's calling me for emergency contact anymore, and I'm not calling for emergency contacts for him anymore either, but he's still on the list. So So anyway, yeah, I found out that the first person that I've been attracted to and possesses all the qualities that I would love in a man, except for he's not available. So I know not to expect somebody who's not available to be available, or think that somebody is going to leave the church for me. Like that is so, it's like somebody thinking, if you get in a relationship with somebody who's married, that they're going to leave that partner for you. And even if they do, it doesn't work out. It might work out for years and years and years and years, but eventually it comes to an end, because anything that starts off not good, and I don't want to say not good, but something that starts as a lie, as a secret, and this is part of my conscience, this is how I hear God talking to me. If I can't tell people what I'm up to or what I'm doing, I should not be doing it. And that is my gauge, and that is my conscience, and that is God speaking to me. So anytime I feel like I have to hide something, I'm not doing something that is right for me. And if something isn't right for me, it's not right for anybody else either. So you guys, I am just figuring this stuff out as I go, but I've realized it's better to be by myself than to be with somebody who isn't right for me, and not to settle. That God wants the very best for all of us, and not one person to be happy and another person isn't. If one person is happy when you are not, they aren't well. Well people do not want you to harm, hurt yourself, or be in situations that aren't right for you because it's right for them. Those are the people who aren't well, and they are emotionally and mentally sick. And a lot of times people are in active addictions. The whole world is addicted to something, and I don't care who you are. Even babies now are addicted to cell phones and iPads, and you see it. 2 years old, they're on an iPad for hours. So we all have addictions, and a lot of times when we are in active addictions, we are not well. So you guys, I only know this because I am a recovering alcoholic and addict. I am recovering from codependency, workaholism, all of these things, and now food addiction. So I'm off of sugar, flour, wheat, caffeine, and now dairy. It is Thanksgiving. So happy Thanksgiving to everybody. And I will not consume these foods even on Thanksgiving, because I'm going to tell you this. If I could eat shitty, I totally would. But it makes me feel so bad, and I get sick, and not just physically sick, emotionally sick, mentally sick. I don't feel good. When I do things, eat things that aren't good for me, I feel like shit. And somebody told me once, if you don't want to feel shitty, don't do shitty things. It has taken me almost 54 years to learn how not to do shitty things. First, I had to learn how not to do them to other people, and then I had to learn how not to do it to myself, which sometimes I still overeat at night. I eat more than my portions because I weigh and measure my food. So I still have a tendency to do this stuff, and this is me with a lot of help and support. So for anybody who does not have help and support, I know that this is a hard time for you and for everyone. I still have my depression. I still don't feel great all the time. I got these shots in the back of my ears for my headaches. My headaches are worse. They didn't work. So I'm still trying to make myself feel better. And I will buy anything, try anything, do anything. So if you guys ever need to know where to get help for addiction, please reach out to me because I can send you where you need to go. And I'm not just telling you, I'm doing it. So this is your sign signing off. Stay tuned, stay safe, and I will see you all next week.